All right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Oh. Turner's contradiction, door key? Jailed thief. Select the correct answer. I don't know about that one.
Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
We can browse the evidence, I guess. Yeah, and this is our last. Ryan Turner. Okay. Turner's limp.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died. 7 days ago, in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
Okay, that is really odd to me because I don't know how we're supposed to know about his jailed brother in prison. Because Sherlock seemed to know a lot of details, which I did not know at all. Okay. Examine the secret lock. Oh, shit. Yeah, back. Nottingham Hill. Imagine there's nothing in our deductions yet. Okay, so we know definitely it's personal. I mean, there.
Here I
guess
am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures. This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Okay. Knock on the case place, just go and go through the front door, huh? Oh, this goes way far. Okay. Okay. So... Okay, we can move it that way. one thing I want to see. Oh, but then this. It's got to match up in. Okay, so. There we go. Okay.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Okay, so he's basically coming here earlier to... Okay, so this place is abandoned. It looks like...
This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Okay, I was about to ask, why am I examining this? Safe.
So, that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Alright, what kind of... Okay, it's again just another one of these locks. Now, one thing I want to see right now... Okay, so none of them are the movable type. That doesn't work. This works. No. Okay. So... No. Okay, so really this one can only fit that. Oh, weird. Okay.
What a surprise! Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out. Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
Okay.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
I'm not...
This should be useful.
Okay, so he's basically sabotaging everything. Oh.
A solid rope. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. The door is now blocked.
Okay. There's a hatch here. What the? Is this our only way? It looks like it, almost. Okay.
The door is now blocked. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful. I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached.
Okay. I don't know what wants me. He's not commenting on the fact that. Okay, well, let's just continue. That or has to do with the chandelier of all things.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
That guy just like jumped out the window. More rope.
This should be useful.
Oh, no, that's not a rope at all. What? What's the point of this upstairs? Is there a door? Okay, there is a door. I was like, there has to be a bedroom because I would not understand why in the world.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
I know. Oh. I see. We're scattering.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying.
This is very Home
I should
Alone, I
walk
have to
carefully
say.
here, else my plan will be ruined.
Ooh,
Any
it's got-
thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
Okay. So we have the rope, which I'm not quite sure again what this has to do with the chandelier in
This
the
should be useful.
chandelier and the hammer.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
Oh my god. This is Home Alone.
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
Okay. We done? Okay, I'm gonna say no because... Oh no.
The door is now blocked. What a surprise. These are the marks of ineffectual lock-picking attempts.
Oh, I was like, how is it being lockpicked from down? Oh, that's a sledgehammer. I'm not done here yet because it hasn't... What about this window? Like, how would they not be...
The ground floor window is a perfect way
Yeah,
to
okay.
escape the police. This hatch leads to a cellar.
Item required. Okay. Also, there's no one stopping. Oh, this is boarded up, so I can't do anything with that. An item is required. Cupboard.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Okay, yeah. And then we're back to...
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. The door is now blocked.
Okay, that window is blocked as well. I need something to... Oh.
The thieves won't...
Okay. Sorry, I'm like... I have to try to find some other items. But you're gonna assume it's upstairs? Carpet. Oh, we're gonna block the...
Oh, that's a lovely old carpet.
Okay. Are we gonna like... Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna
The door is now
We're gonna open the hatch. Put the carpet over, so when they try to run through that way, they're going to... how many people are trying to escape again? They're going to try to... Okay, there we go.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
Oh my god. How far is this drop, I have to say? Oh, okay, I was like... why am I... what's going on? Okay, let's grab this carpet. Ugh. Oh my god, I can't go that way.
This should be useful.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is gonna be a fun little disaster. Oh my god.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
Okay, you're just gonna... yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't wait for this.
Police! Police!
What? We don't even get to see it?
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
Well, you sounded just like a real bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well. in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Okay. Precious safe. Was found in the safe in the abandoned manor at Notting Hill. Who put it there, though? Charles Foley organized the theft of the Hellenistic treasures, which was related to the double murder at Half Moon Street. Lane Chapman was a witness to the crime. Charles Foley will be imprisoned for organizing grand theft. Since he is not directly guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. What? Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge. With the added theft of ancient, he deserves the rope. Okay. Is that literally it?
Don't move, you flim-flammer.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Now my question is whether or not the Merry Men stuff is going to be coming into play here. So, we're going to condemn him because, yeah. Because, I mean, he outright stated that, that it's like, oh, I got my revenge for my brother's death, so.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful. You Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Though, I'm just trying to think. Was it premeditated murder? Now that I think about it? Or is it just like an accident or the crossfire? Because Brian Viscotti was the one who got shot. But then he did kill... Okay, but he did kill the main dude, I'm assuming. I have to... okay. Either way, he's going to jail.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No lives shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people, sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Is this... Are they... What? Okay, so this is the moral choice. This is such a weird one. It's not like I have like no personal ties. That's it. If they just want chaos, but then I don't see how in the world this is going to get the result they want. If anything, I feel like it was just going to clamp down more on whatever. There's no like, yeah, there's no tab or anything like that. This is okay. So I'm not sure I like this segment because I barely remember what the other crimes that were committed. Because they haven't killed anyone. But I don't know if the anarchy that they're proposing, that chaos they're proposing is I think it's a very idealistic of them, but I'm not sure if it's going to turn out the way they wanted. And in the end, yes, it will affect the wealthy, but unfortunately, shit runs downhill. It's going to affect the people in the lower class as well. And I don't see how it's going to better them. Though, man, so dramatic. On the powder trail, either cause a big explosion or a bucket of water. So, anyone wants an explosion, I guess hopefully we'll get to see it here now.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Okay. Is there anything more? I think that's it. So he let them go. That's the thing I got the most from that. He let them go, but... He didn't let them blow up the stock
So,
exchange.
you're interested in Russian literature now.
Quite lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait. What? A lady?
Okay. I mean, either way it's gonna lead to Foley, but... Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge for his elder brother. It took 2 human lives and almost resulted in life imprisonment for an innocent man. I'm kind of curious, because last I checked, I was on, like, the justice... the justice side of... Yes. Yeah, okay. So, personality ranking just. Yeah. And then majority of people, we've made the same... This one, I mean, there's just no other conclusion but this one, so... I don't know in terms of solving the case the same way. Maybe they just didn't find all the clues. Majority of people made the same moral choice. Also, what was that guy wearing? Not that it does mean anything towards his conviction. He looked strangely modern to me, which kind of threw me for a loop when I first saw Foley. snippets that don't mean anything. I can't remember what the other crimes they committed. But I kind of wonder in how much of this is for them to test out, to play with new mechanics. The thing is, like, not every single, besides the lockpick, like, all the puzzles, or the puzzles, a lot of these puzzles apparently can skip, which there's no point in doing. I don't see why. But Kevin MacLeod, he's like in every, yeah, look at this. It's just Kevin MacLeod all the way. McLeod? Where's the McLeod? I don't know how to say it properly, clearly. Oh. There we go. That was actually the credit scene. Okay. What? Okay. I open the casebook. Crimes and punishment. That's a task. Just... See, I don't get how this spoils the... Oh, and then we can go back here and see how various people have chosen. Okay. What? Do I just go to Baker Street? What is this? Okay, either way. It literally is just him circling. Okay, as I was saying, in some ways I wonder how much they chose kind of the case format. Either A, they can allow for more of the various, because I believe a lot of these cases are based from the books, or taken from the books, and allows them to, one, use these cases, but also, two, to play with the various mechanics and to experiment with them, so to speak. Because I thought the Testament of Sherlock Holmes was, they gave it an overhaul, and this is even more of an overhaul. But I did enjoy it. It's some of the... It depends. I mean, there's no point... If they're... Because a lot of the puzzles are different in some ways, a lot of it's like, hey, you figure it out. Like, mainly it's like the arm wrestling thing. It's like, what are you talking about? And eventually I'm like, okay, I understand what you want me to do. Yeah, this is so weird. Task, crime, and punishment. Varys is just giving us a chance to look over all the stuff. So in terms of the cases, I think this one was the most underwhelming just because of how quickly. Riddles on the rail. So at the very least, I got everything right. But yeah, didn't think of the political consequences of that. It's less about the political consequences, but the societal consequences. That's kind of like, oh, yeah. If you led with that, then I would have 100% let Mycroft deal with this. Otherwise, absolve, blind justice, condemn, absolve. So I think only 2 times I actually absolved, which in both cases have to do with abusive husbands. So this guy tried to burn the woman's dog. Well, I don't know if he tried or if he was successful, but I was like, what? You did what? No, I'm sorry. You have to go now. Or he's already dead, but you get what I mean. It's like, no, it's okay. We don't need to condemn your murder. But yeah, I really like this. And well, I guess like if achievements is the only big replay value. Because I got it right in terms of who to condemn on every try. But yeah, I think some of the puzzles I enjoyed. I think anything with like the wall climbing and getting across the ropes to the secret catacombs was a pain to me. I didn't like those puzzles just because I don't like how the keyboard stuff functions were utilized. But in the end they're just very small things according to the grand scheme of this. So that's it, I guess, for I'm assuming if I could just head to the main menu. This is the only... I mean, it's not like I can do anything else. Yeah, it's not like I can do anything else. It just goes around Sherlock's head. So either way, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Oh yeah, you can replay cases. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!